Let's start by introducing ourselves. Tanya, why don't you go first?
Okay, hi, I am Tanya Valentine, and I am a mom of three kids that are 7, 5, and 2. And I was a nurse. I still have my nursing license, but I'm no longer practicing. And I'm a life coach and also a podcast host.
Yay! And we've been on each other's.
Yes.
Okay, I am Katie Fenske. I'm a mom of three, so three boys, seven. No, how old are they? 11, 7, and
How
5.
old are they?
I can never remember anymore. Let's see. I'm from Southern California, and I used to be a teacher. No longer doing that. I'm the host of the Burnt Pancakes podcast. So that's kind of how we met. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
I,
so we're talking summer vacation right now. Are your kids off yet?
yes.
They
My
did go
son has
off.
been off for almost a month now.
Oh gosh,
Has it
already.
been that long? Well, since May 16th. Yeah, so
It probably
almost.
feels like a month already.
Yeah. And then Lucia, this was her first week off.
Okay.
And it wasn't so bad with just my son being off, but now that they're both off because they fight so much, it's been
All right. Those dynamics are,
challenging.
yes, yeah. Oh gosh. Mine get off, will be off Thursday. So I'm not quite there
Next
yet.
Thursday,
Next
so
Thursday. I'm trying
next
to
week.
like cherish the last few days of like alone time at home because I will not be having that for the next
I
9 weeks.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, this was your first year of
Yes.
having full
All of
days
them
to
in
yourself.
school. Yes. And that has been such a game changer. Like I feel guilty saying this, but I have loved having them in school. Like just having time to myself again has like
Now,
renewed me.
did you think, were you a little like apprehensive about that at all? Like, did you think that you were going to be like sad and like, what am I going to do with
Yes.
my time? Or,
I
I mean,
thought I was
not
going to
that,
be sad. And the
yeah,
fact that like my baby was starting school, it was kind of like,
yeah,
it's just like over now. Like they will always
yeah.
be in school. And I kind of
Well, yeah.
worried because he started at 4. We did TK for him, which is full day at my kid's school. So I
Oh,
like felt sad that I wasn't giving him like another year of preschool and having more time at home. But like, no joke, 2 days in, I'm like, hallelujah. I'm like this. I mean, it's good for him. It's good for me. Yeah, it's been great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But they're going to be off soon, so I don't know. How are you feeling about summer?
So I do like having them at home. I like having a break from like the schedule, like having that
Mm-hmm.
like rush in the morning to get everybody where they need to be. And then, it's nice to get a break from the routine and the schedule.
Yeah.
Even though we still have like my daughters in softball, and then I just signed my younger two up for swimming, but they have swimming together, so that's nice. Um, but I say that, and like this morning, I was telling you earlier how I like snapped on my daughter and told her that next year I'm signing her up for camp. I'm just, it's the fight, and it's just the
Oh,
fighting. It's the little
yes.
things that they fight, and it felt constant this morning. But then I say that, and I realize that I am definitely exaggerating. Like, because even afterwards, because they were fighting pretty heavily this morning. And then they were playing so nice. It's like 50-50, right? Like the
Hmm.
life is 50-50. It's 50% positive and 50% negative. But
Yeah.
sometimes we like tell each other or we tell ourselves like that it's so much worse than it is and that it's always like this. When really, if we're honest with ourselves, it's really not. Because like
Hmm.
afterwards, like for instance, my daughter had been telling me because she was so mad about screen time, the screen time
Oh
rules
God. Yes.
that I've been having to enforce. And so like that was part of it. And then saying that like Rocco's my favorite kid, but it's like I think that I reprimand them both the same. Maybe I
Hmm.
don't know, but I'm the worst mom ever and how much she hates me and all this stuff. And I actually said back to her because she kept like, and it was just like over and over again. And
Constant.
we were talking about this yesterday, and how you said something, and it made me laugh so hard. And I literally was like watching you say this as this was all going on. Like, I know you really don't mean it.
Oh God, they don't. But it
But
just like it like I tell myself today I'm not going to yell to and then it's just
yeah,
after the third, fourth
it
time
builds.
and it's just like it builds up and then I finally
It
tell him I
does.
don't want to yell at you. I
It's
don't want to, but I
yeah,
just get to a point where you don't stop and I can't help
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like a pressure cooker. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. So I said to her, so then I said to her, well, you're the worst kid. And then you're gonna go to, I'm the worst mom, you're the worst kid, and you're going to summer camp next year. And then Rocco stuck up for her after she had been like so mean to him. I mean, they were mean to each other, but it was just so funny. He was like, don't talk to my sister. You're being mean to my sister. And then they were playing so well, and they were playing like this scavenger hunt game. And I wish it could always be like this, but look, this is the 50-50. Like, and you need
Mhm.
that contrast to like appreciate
Right.
when things
Right.
are really good.
That's so true. I'm kind of feeling like mixed feelings about summer, where I agree. I want the slow mornings, like not having to be on a schedule, not doing homework. I hate them doing
Yes,
homework.
the rushing home to do homework in
Yes.
between like activities. Yes.
Yes. But then I'm like
Mhm.
torn between we don't do well when we have nothing going on and we're just home. The house is messy. They're constantly wanting snacks and they're constantly
Lord.
fighting. So I'm trying to like, how do I balance us doing stuff versus like just being home and
Free
letting them
time.
get bored and letting them,
Yeah.
you know, just do their thing. So mixed feelings right now, where I'm going to miss my free time, but also like, okay, this is fun. Like it's summer break. They're super excited about it and they can't wait.
I bet. I know. Do
Yeah.
you have anything planned? Or
Let's see. We have a camping trip planned in July. So just like a little three-nighter thing, which is it'll be fun. We're going up
so
like the
are
coast of California.
when you say camping,
I like tenting it. We're in tents. Uh-huh.
oh my
Yeah.
God, what about going to the bathroom? Are there
Oh, they have
toilets?
bathrooms at the campsite.
Okay.
That is my one stipulation. I'm very cool with camping, but I told my
Okay.
husband, I'm like, the only rule I have is the campsite has to have a bathroom. Like I don't
Please.
do like
No.
hiking out in the woods and digging a hole. I don't do that. I'm like, I'm
No.
okay with no showers for a couple days. Like
What
I
about
can do
porta potties? Are they porta potties or
they're
it's like
not the
yeah.
place we're staying has like flushable toilets, but I have stayed somewhere before where it's porta potties and I'm
No.
not a huge fan. So
No.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, that'll
doing
be
that, I've got
fun.
some camps planned for the boys, like a baseball camp. I'm definitely trying to like balance out like we're home, but then we have some camps. Like I'm trying to give myself some breaks.
Okay.
None of the weeks that we have camps will all of them be in something together though. It's like one week, two of them are in something, and then one week one is in like a swim class. So like I never have like all of them in something, but at least it'll like
Okay.
break up the summer. Oh, my
Yeah.
husband and I are going away for a weekend too. So that I'm
Oh, where are
looking
you
forward to.
going?
We're going to La Quinta. It's like by Palm Springs. So just a place
Okay.
we go to like every year for our anniversary.
That's
Number
so
15,
nice.
15. We're going 15 this
When's
year.
your anniversary?
July 10th.
I'm July 11th. Ours
No
is July
way. Oh my
11th.
gosh.
That's
How many years
so
for you?
funny. 11. It will be 11
Oh,
this year.
11 on the 11th. That's exciting.
Yeah. Oh God, I
Yeah.
hear somebody crying.
Oh no. I know we're trying to record this with our kids. Let's just keep going. Let's see if they come in.
Yeah, I think I let me see if I shut the gate. What's wrong? Hold on.
Okay.
What's wrong? All right, hold on one second. Let me.
Pause. Go.
This is my young kids. Hold on. What's wrong? What is it? Baby boss. Yeah, let me put it back on. Okay. Hold on one second, Katie. So sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
May not be the first
Okay.
time.
Hopefully it is. Okay. Um,
Okay. We're
where do
good
we
to
leave
go. We're
off?
back.
Yes. So we
Let's
were
see.
talking about, were we talking about camping?
Oh,
Or no, the
my
anniversary,
vacation,
your
my
anniversary trip.
anniversary. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going out to the desert. It's this place that we go to every year for our anniversary when we can. And it's literally just like a resort that has restaurants, pools, and I can just sit and read my book by the
Oh,
pool.
that's so
2 days.
nice.
It's heaven. It's so great. So,
Oh,
but that's about it. We're not doing any extravagant trips or we don't really have time. We have sports. We have, yeah. So,
yeah.
what
Oh,
about
well,
you?
that's
Any big
nice that that's
trips?
something you guys do every year for yourselves.
Yes, as
That's
much
so
as we
nice
can.
to
Like,
do
thank
that.
God for my mom because she's able to watch them while we're gone. Otherwise,
Yeah,
we wouldn't be
that's
getting
nice.
away. We'd be taking them with us.
That's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Are you
Ugh.
guys going anywhere?
We are. We're going to Boston, which is where, so I'm in Indiana. I think I forgot to mention that. I'm in Northwest Indiana because this is where my husband's from and this is where we live, but I'm from the Boston area. So we, every summer, pretty much, we go. So this year we're going from like July 1st through the 19th. But
Fun.
my husband won't be there the whole time. He's just
Okay.
coming for a few days in the beginning. But yeah, so we're gonna go there and just visit with family and
Oh,
friends.
fun.
And then my daughter, my oldest daughter and I are gonna go with my dad to Naples, Florida in the middle of July.
Fun.
Which
Is it really hot and humid then?
I mean, I don't know. My dad likes going. He says that it's
So
not that
cute.
bad and that the beaches aren't like packed because
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
like, high
Oh,
season.
nice.
So yeah.
And just one child. You just have to take one.
I know it's gonna be so easy.
Right. We say it's going to be easy, but
I know it is. It is so, like whenever you just have one kid, don't you feel like, oh my God,
oh, yes. So
this is
different.
such
That's
a
why I
breeze.
didn't feel so bad about like doing two of them in a camp and just having Maverick. Because like I told Maverick, I'm like, what are we going to do when the boys are at
I
camp?
know
Like
it'll
it's
be
just you and
nice
me
to have
then.
that one-on-one time.
Right. Which you
Yeah.
don't get when you have three kids. You don't get a lot of
No,
like just them. And
no.
it'll be nice like when the older one is doing something, he tends to kind of be the instigator of
Instigator.
trouble.
Mhm.
So seeing the like younger two play together, I feel like I'm hopeful that those weeks will be a little calmer.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh, well
We'll see.
that'll be good. So, where are we? Are we following this?
Well, sort of. Let's see. Okay, what about this? What was your summers like growing up?
Oh, oh my gosh, I have to say, like, I was very blessed growing up because I come from a very large family,
Mm,
mostly very close with my cousins on my dad's side. There were 12 of us.
so
And
fun.
yeah, and my grandparents, they owned houses on a lake. Half of the lake is New Hampshire and the other half is Maine. But like even my parents, they would go, when they were younger and they started bringing their friends up. So then their friends would either like rent one of my grandparents' houses and then they ended up actually buying homes there. So I grew up with all
Wow.
their kids. So like that's where we spent our summers like at the
Like
lake.
weeks at a time?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And we'd
that's
bring
like
friends
heaven.
up and we'd do tubing and just play cards and
Mm,
jet ski and wakeboard and water ski and play pool. Oh my God, we would play pool
uh-huh.
for slavery. So whoever won, like the person that lost would be that person's slave.
Oh my God.
And we'd make each other do things like make like make chocolate milk or like give me a back massage, like stupid little things like
Oh
that.
my gosh, how
Yeah,
fun.
but we had so and just playing like fun games. Like, have you ever played the game Bamboo?
Mm-mm. Like
It's
a
a
card
car
game or
it's a
a
card game, and we would have so much fun. So essentially, you play with at least four people, and you play on teams.
okay.
So the idea is you want to get four of the same cards.
Okay.
So like four kings, four queens. And when you get that, you and your partner make up a sign. So like say I got four kings. you and I make up a sign like when that's bamboo. So like
Okay.
maybe our sign is like itching a nose. So I have four kings. I'm itching
Oh
my
my
nose. I'm waiting for
gosh.
you to say bamboo. But if you say if you notice and you say bamboo, then we
Then
win.
you
But
win.
if the other team notices and calls me out, then they win.
Oh my God. How
But
fun.
it was so fun. And then we played like this other game
I'm
called
gonna look
Spoon.
that
Like
up.
it's so fun. And then we played a spoons game, which is
Mm,
kind of similar. But yeah, we had so much fun in the
I
summer.
love that. But
Yeah,
like,
how
look
about
at that.
you?
Not one thing you mentioned
Was a
involved a
scream.
screen. No. It's like
No.
I want to give my kids an 80s, 90s summer. Like, what was
Oh,
it like to just
that is such a great
Mm.
idea.
Right? I mean,
Yes.
they would hate it. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves, probably for a little bit. But like, I remember that too. Like, I remember being bored at home. Like, I specifically remember being like, Mom, I'm so bored. But then I would just like go out and play. Or we had like
Yeah.
neighbors in the street. I was lucky because my mom didn't work. She was a stay-at-home mom. So
Oh,
every
fun.
Wednesday we met our friends at the beach. And it was just like a given. Like, it's Wednesday, pack up the stuff. Like, whoever can meet, we're gonna go to this street and we'll see you there all day. But it was just like
Nice.
so carefree. We didn't do anything extravagant. We didn't go to Hawaii or anything, but it was just us being kids. I'm like, how do I
Yeah.
replicate that?
Just, yeah, that innocent, the games that
Right, right. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look up because my kids like are old enough now
they
to
would, yeah,
play games. Like
yeah,
I would say Maverick 5, he's a little
maybe
bit
a
young,
little
but we can
young.
still
Yeah.
kind of include
You could
him.
still do more like board games. Like we just
Hmm.
started playing that Kerplunk game.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
been
yeah, yeah.
around for a while.
Hmm.
My son Rock was the same age as Maverick, right?
Okay.
5.
Hmm.
And he loves that game right now. He's
Yeah.
so, and then there's another like Disney game. And he loves it because there isn't like he's such a sore loser. And
Yes.
the
Oh my
thing
God.
about the
See, that's the
Disney
part
game,
about games I don't like when like
I know.
Ronan's losing, he
Oh,
throws the cards and gets
yeah,
all mad. But yes, that's the
yes.
part of growing up. Got to learn how to. Hmm.
That's Rocco. But this Disney game, I think it's called Disney Search and Find. Maybe
Okay.
I can find it and like link it and we can link it to the show notes in case
Yes.
anybody
Yes.
is interested in it. But it's really cool because you're all working. There's no winner. Like you all like
Oh, like a
win or
cooperative
lose.
game.
It's a cooperative game.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's
I've done a few of those. Have you heard Lion in the Way and oh my God, it's a fox one. Oh my, I have to think of the name because we have it. Outfoxed. Look up that
oh,
game too. Outfoxed
okay.
is cooperative game, so there's no winner or loser. It's like your whole group against the fox. It's so fun.
Okay.
They love that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so the Disney thing is the same thing. It's the whole group of people playing against Maleficent. You know,
Oh,
Maleficent
yes.
from, was it
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty or
Sleeping
which one
Beauty,
was it?
right?
I always get confused
Or
between like Sleeping Beauty and Snow White. I think it is
no,
Sleeping
Sleeping
Beauty,
Beauty. I think it's
right?
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should know this. We were
I know. I
raised in the
know.
80s.
I know.
Like,
And I have girls. I definitely should know that.
yeah. Yes. Yes. My boys won't let me watch that. But so okay. This is what I was thinking as you were talking about games. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to play these games with my kids, do all this. Do you feel like we as moms like have pressure to like fill our summer with entertainment, like constantly entertain our kids? Because I partially feel that way where I'm like, let's sign up for a camp, let's have an activity to do, let's do this. And I'm like, but why can't I just be like, we're gonna be home today and you guys figure
No.
it out? Like I feel pressure to like make
I
it this amazing summer.
I know. I get that. And I do. And I was telling you how I wanted to have a summer fun planning session
Oh,
with like
cute.
involve the kids. Like, what do you
Uh-huh.
want to do this summer? And like, what do you want our days to look like? Like, what should our routines look like? Which I have not done yet, but it is so like
It's
today,
coming. It's
this week
coming.
was like the first week. Plus, and then my daughter's still been in like softball, so we've had that, and we had like her first sleepover. Um, well, that's cool. Um, Girl. Um, so yeah, so we have not done that yet, but I don't I don't I get it feeling the pressure, but I don't feel too much pressure because I really strongly believe in having downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I believe like it's good for them to be bored and not and
Yeah.
plus too, my oldest is such a homebody. and she doesn't
Oh,
really,
that probably changes your plans a little bit.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, she would like
interesting.
for instance, like we'll plan like a nice day at the zoo and she
Mm-hmm.
will come, she'll be like, ah, like this is my one day to like not do anything. Like I just don't want to do
Oh,
anything. Like
interesting.
I don't
So
want to
you
leave
almost
the
have to
house.
plan in like a downtime
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
summers.
Yeah. And
Are you like that? Are you a homebody or?
I never used to be that I remember. But I feel like I am more now. Um, I don't, yeah, like I definitely, like I think I'm a, why can't I think of this word? Girl, my mind.
Introvert, extrovert? That?
Introvert, thank
Okay.
you. Yes. I feel like my
It's
brain has been
summer.
in a
We have
blender.
too many things on our minds.
Yes, yes, an introvert. Yeah, I really do. Like I get just my energy back and just like feel like refueled
Mhm.
when I get that like alone time,
Yeah,
like quiet
right.
space.
Right. How are
Um,
you going to get that in the summertime when they're always home with
I
you?
get it. I know, getting up early, like really.
Yeah, that
But
you know what? That is my
that's
plan. My plan is to get up before they get up. I'm assuming they're going to sleep a little bit later, but I want to get up like every day and just go for a walk. My friend and I already made plans. We're going to meet Tuesday, Thursdays to go for walks before
good
the
for
kids are up,
you.
just to kind of like
That's so nice that you have somebody. So is she your neighbor? Like, do you guys live
no, but
close?
we're like we only live like a mile apart. So we're just gonna
Oh
go
my
like meet at
God,
like a
that's
little trail.
awesome. See,
Mm.
I don't live close to any, like we live in the woods. Like one of these days you and I will have to FaceTime and I'll like sh actually maybe I could like pick up my computer. Well, no, because it's attached to this microphone. But yeah, one of these days we'll have to FaceTime and you can I'm in the freaking woods.
Oh, but is that so fun for your kids? Is there like,
Yeah,
'cause I
we
feel like
see
there's like
deer.
nowhere. If I tell my kids, go out and play, it's like our little patch of grass in the front yard and then the street. And there's
Yeah.
no like area to like explore. It's like, don't touch that neighbor's grass. Don't like mess with that. So,
Yeah, that's how I mean, yeah, I grew up in like a suburb, like
mm-hmm.
on top of people, but yeah, no, we're on 6 acres. And
Oh my gosh, that's
yeah,
heaven.
it
Wow.
I never thought I do kind of like it's very isolated. Like
You don't have
I
like
could
I see
go
my
up.
neighbor every day. Like,
Yeah, no, like you can't really, especially when now that the trees are all filled in, we don't my neighbors can't see us and we
mm,
can't see them. So I could walk out naked. I mean, I won't, I don't, but I could and like no one would know.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that must be so nice.
It is. It's quite, I mean, they're good at like everything else. Like
You're
they're
right.
good and
Right.
bad
But
because
yeah,
I do
I'm like
like
so close to my
everything's
friend.
so
I'm
it's
close to my mom.
inconvenient. Like,
Hmm.
once I'm home and like say if you forget something at the store, it's like I'm not going back out. Like
Right,
it's
right. Next
takes too
week.
long.
Sorry,
Yeah,
kids, no milk.
right. Yeah, or Instacart, which is like my best friend nowadays.
Yes,
Instacart.
yes. Hmm. Is there anything you've learned from past summers
Oh,
that you would do something differently?
I would just say, and that's what I why I wanted to have the summer fun planning session.
Hmm.
Planning. I really, and I think that that was something that we were going to talk about, wasn't it? Or no, it's coming up in our campfire round
Yes,
question.
yes. We're gonna
Yes.
get to that. I would
Oh.
love to hear like what your kids' idea of like a fun summer like bucket list thing is because we've done the bucket list before, and I
Oh,
will say we don't ever get to all of them because my kids will pick like Raging Waters and Knott's Berry Farm. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's do this. I'm like, okay, kids, I
yeah, reel
cannot
it
spend
back.
$200 a day on these like
Right?
extravagant activities. How about like let's go on a hike? That's free, you guys.
Right?
But it'll be interesting to see like what they think is an idea of fun things to do.
I know. Yeah, I've never really done this with them, but I'm going to do it. But if I had to guess, yeah, it would just be like going to the beach or
Do you have a beach close to you?
so our beaches are on a lake. It's
Okay.
Lake Michigan, but you would never
Sand and
know. Like
water. There you go. Yeah.
yeah, but it does look like
The ocean.
ocean. It's huge.
Okay.
Um, But I would say like the closest beach is like 45 minutes. Like there's one that
Oh,
we like
okay.
to go to called St. Joe, and people around here will know what it's beautiful. And that's like an hour and a half away. We'll
Hmm.
go for like a day trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna try and get to the beach more. I'm like, I live,
how close are
30
you?
minutes from Newport, Huntington,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
super close. I'm like, why don't we go more often? But then it's like trying to
But
figure out like, okay, we've
it's
got a camp
packing.
this day, and I like going with friends so that
Yeah,
their kids can entertain my kids. So
right.
finding like people who are free on the same day, but I
Right. Now, do your kids, do they all know how to swim well?
no.
Yeah.
So my oldest and my middle, I would say are swim safe now. I feel good about it. My youngest still not. We're doing swimming lessons, but
Yeah.
I felt like even though we did swimming lessons with Ronan starting at age 3, it wasn't until they were like 7, 8. Well, let's see, Jet's 7. So it was last summer that I felt like he was able to swim without like me being right next to him, but I still had to be in the pool and watch him.
Oh,
And
definitely. Yeah.
this, like just 2 weekends ago, we went to someone's house that had a pool and I let him go in and swim and he was fine by himself. Like he was totally fine. So I'm like, it really does. If you don't have your own pool, it takes till they're about 7 before I felt like I was comfortable letting them go and not being
Yeah.
in the pool with them. So I still have Maverick who has like a floaty on, but I'm hoping this summer with some swimming lessons. But like the
Okay.
ocean, they don't. So
Oh,
Ronan and Jet will go in the ocean, but Maverick tends to just like stay in the shallow,
yeah. So you
waiting.
don't have to worry about like turning your head for a second. He won't like go off
Right.
without.
He won't go
Okay.
in far, but I feel like the other two, I still have to watch them.
Yeah. In the
Because we used to
ocean for
always just go to
sure.
the harbor side of the beach where there's no waves and it was like way easier to watch them. And now I'm like, you're drifting that way, scoot over. Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
know. Oh my
But
God.
it
And they're
wears
I'm
them
sure there are
out.
lifeguards there
Oh
too, but
yeah,
still.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just love like how much energy they burn at the beach. It's awesome.
I
And I
bet.
have noticed they do not fight. I mean, knock on wood now, but
Right.
I think they're just outside in the,
The
nature,
sun.
the element, and
Yes.
they are in such a good mood. Well,
You know what?
I've never seen them like, it's my boogie board. No, I want it. They're just like
Yeah.
way calmer when we go. So I'm like, I
You
need
know
to do
what?
more of
Now that
that.
you said that, I'm like, you know what? That's got to be a part of the summer fun planning section,
Mm-hmm.
getting outside. Because come to
Yep.
think of it, have we been outside at all today? No.
No,
So
because
no
it's so
wonder
much
why they're
easier.
like,
It's easier.
yeah,
And it gets hot. Like, how is your weather right now?
right now, it's been like not very predictable. Like Monday, Tuesday, it was in the 80s, so
Mm.
hot. And then now, like yesterday, it rained all day. It's supposed to rain until like
Oh,
Monday.
wow. You
And
can't
like
go
last night
outside.
I was freezing at my daughter had softball practice and I was so cold. But yeah, I mean,
Mm. I know
whatever.
weather kind of does dictate what we do because, like, all June, we get something called June gloom, where it's like overcast all morning and then the sun will burn off by like 2 o'clock. So it's like cool. Like, right now, it's in like the low 70s. And then by the
Okay.
afternoon, it's sunny, but it's like this every day for like a month. Then July gets hotter, but by August, it's like 90s. And then
Really?
sometimes into the hundreds. And it's like, we
Wow. So
can't go
August is
outside.
your hot month.
August, September are the
Oh,
hottest months.
wow. That is
Hmm.
so interesting.
Yeah.
Because
So like if I plan something like let's go for a hike in August, it'd be like absolutely not. It's too hot.
okay.
We need to
Yeah.
do that kind of stuff beginning of summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had a pool though. I could just be like, go
I
out, jump in the
know.
although like they love when we go to friends' houses that have pools. But I'm wondering if we had one, if they'd be like, I don't
Would
want to
it be
swim.
right? Something that they just
Mm,
like take advantage, like just take for granted,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have the blow up pool, which is fun, but
Yeah.
they're getting a little too big for that now.
I know, I know. We have a splash pad. I keep saying to us, we should just get an above ground pool, but
But then you still have littles and it's so scary. I
it
hate
is.
that.
It
Whenever
it
we get
is.
invited somewhere where it's like, oh, it's a pool party, I'm always like, oh, I hate pool party.
Well, the parties,
The last one we went to, the family hired a lifeguard for the party. And
that's so smart. That
I
is
think
so
this is
smart.
amazing. It was so, so nice. So
That
nice.
is
Because
so
every other
smart. I
time it's
love
like, I
that.
don't want to be in my bathing suit in front of all these people and having to like get in there with my kids. But
Yeah, and
I have one
somebody
that's not
really
so safe.
does. somebody does have to watch them because it
Hmm.
really is when you're with all those people around, you assume that somebody's gonna
Yep.
watch them and then nobody's watching them.
Right. Right. Yep.
And I just had an incident. We went to Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh,
We
yeah.
took the kids for the first time. We went to visit my cousin in Atlanta. So we went to the one like near Atlanta. And it was me, my cousin, her two kids, and then my husband and my three kids. And we were in the jacuzzi, which it was like a big
Hmm.
outdoor jacuzzi. The outdoor pool was closed, like it was open, but you weren't supposed to go in. And
Okay.
there's no
Okay.
lifeguards out there. And this was in March. Um, but Serena was with me and I was letting her, she was like fussy. It was time for a nap, but whatever. We're at Great Wolf Lodge. She wasn't getting a nap.
Sorry, girl. I can't
Yeah.
sleep.
And so she's going like up and down. She wanted to go up and down the stairs. And I'm right there and I'm talking. And like next thing I know, she's not there. And I
Oh
freaked
my
out.
gosh. Because it
Like
happens in a second.
I made this huge, well, and the weird thing was that I was literally just talking to my cousin Nicole about because her husband, like a couple years ago, they were in Vegas and he actually saved a little boy's life. He
Oh
had
my
drowned
God.
in one of the Vegas pools there and he literally like did CPR and like
Oh
saved his
my
life. And we
gosh.
were talking
That's
about
a
it. And
biggest fear.
then she's
She's gone.
gone. So where's my mind going? So I'm like flipping out. I'm going like this because
Yeah.
we're in a jacuzzi and the bubbles are on.
Oh.
I'm like, everybody kick your feet, kick your feet. Has anybody seen a little girl? Like, and this one woman was like, oh yeah, I saw her. She walked out, she went that way.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she was literally, when we saw her, she was steps away from that outdoor pool where no one was around, like
Oh my God. Do
away.
you just like replay that all the time in
I
your
do, and I'm like, I just like,
I'm
thank God.
so
And
lucky that
my
nothing
cousin's son
worse
was like,
happened.
you were screaming, and I'm like, I know, and I don't care. Like, if
Yeah.
anybody like judge me all you want, you would
Yes.
act the same way. I would hope.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, can they just all
Like,
be swim safe?
I know. So that's why I was
Uh,
like, yeah, I got my little ones signed up for swim for
hmm.
that. I'm like, I have to do something. I have
Right.
to. Because
And that'll
also
break up the day a little bit. I'm looking forward to that. Like, okay, we got swim lessons. Let's
true.
go.
And they
Something to
love
do.
it.
They love
They
it.
love it.
Yeah.
And then
Super
my
fun.
dad has a pool, an in-ground pool. So I'm like, I have to make
Hmm.
sure at least they
Yeah.
have something before we go home. And then two at the we're members of the Y and they have an outdoor pool, which is really good. They have
So,
tons of lifeguards on duty. They have a concession stand. They have a big
oh my God.
like play structure with like slides and
Oh
like
my
they have a
gosh.
splash pad. It's like a resort. And
So
it's the
nice.
Y.
Wow. We do not have that around us.
Yeah, so we'll go like we've been there, like we went there on Monday.
Okay.
But we'll go there too this summer.
Oh my gosh, how fun. See, this is all stuff like I want my kids to look back at summers and think, wow, that was so fun. I had such a great
I
childhood. Like that is
right.
my like goal for
Same.
the summer. What do I want summer to feel like? Not that I have to like constantly entertain them, but I want them to look back and be like, I had so much fun over the summers. Like I was with my
Yes,
family, like my brothers
same.
hung out, we went camping. I
That's
don't want
so
them
good. I
to,
love that you're taking them
yeah.
camping. See, I've never done that. I'm
See, I
not
grew up camping. Some of my best
okay.
memories were we would go camp at the beach every summer. We would camp like out in Utah by this lake. So those were some of my favorite memories. So when my husband's like, let's take them camping, I'm like, all right, let's go.
That's awesome. I love that everybody's on board. And yes, those I feel like that is such a fun memory to have.
Mhm.
And maybe that's something that we need to discuss in
Right.
our,
That might be fun too, asking your kids, like,
would you want to
how do
do
you want
that?
to feel this summer?
Yes.
Like, what's your goal this summer? Or like, how you like plan out what you want it to feel like. Maybe I should ask
Yes.
them, like, how do you want summer to feel this year? Like relaxing or
Yeah.
fun, see what they say. They're probably gonna
Yeah.
be like, video games. I'm like, no.
Right.
Not
iPad
those.
or my daughter's into, I don't know if maybe your sons, are they on Roblox? I think we've talked
Oh,
about
yes.
between Roblox.
Yes.
Well, and then in Roblox, there's this, it's called Dress to Impress. But
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
do your
There's
boys do
something
it?
that came out of it. What is the thing that came out of it? That pose. Whatever
I
that
don't
pose
even know.
is
My
like this.
daughter would know. I don't. I'm
Yeah. because I saw something on TikTok. I was like, what is this from? And they were like, ah, Dress to Impress. I was like, huh?
Oh my God, it
No
is a
idea.
thing.
I
And
mean, that's one of my goals this summer is to show them that things other than screen time could be fun. So I'm
I
gonna
love
try to
that.
do that. And I'm like trying to partner up with some other moms who are also feeling the same way. Like, let's try and get the kids together so they're not thinking about their devices. So
Yeah, I love
that's what
that. Yeah, getting on the
we're
same page with like
trying to
the
do.
other moms so that I'm not
Hmm.
like the bad mom or like the mean mom
Hmm.
or the strict mom. Like,
Yes, because my son, my 11-year-old right now, it's just like, you're so fair. You don't even get it. I'm like,
oh,
no, I
I
do get it. I do get
yeah,
it.
that's
I'm
it.
addicted to
You
my
don't get
phone.
it. I get
Yeah.
that all the time. You don't
Yeah.
even get it. You don't
You're
get
born in the like 1900s. I was
it.
like, well, actually, yes, 1980s, but
1900s. Yes.
they're so old. Okay, let's do a little fun game, a little like
Let's do it.
rapid fire game.
All right.
So we'll take turns asking these questions. Let's
Okay.
see. For you, would you rather go camping with your kids or stay at home without air conditioning? Maybe
Oh.
since you've never been camping, you're
I
like,
know I've never gone
sure.
camping and can we go glamping?
I was just gonna say we could do glamping. I think that
Okay,
would be fun.
glamping
Okay,
then. Glamping.
glamping.
Yes. Okay, I'll take the next one.
Okay.
Are you a spontaneous day trip mom or everything is planned out mom?
Hmm. I do like to have somewhat of a plan. I'm not like a stickler where I'm like, well, you need to do this, but I do better when we have something planned to do. I'm
Yeah.
not good at like, nothing's going on today. Let's just chill at home. And then we start losing our mind. So I like having
Right.
events, something to do, but not like a rigid plan.
Yeah, agreed.
What about
Agreed.
you?
Like a flexible structure.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I mean, I do
I'm
think kids
definitely
need a little bit of structure over the summer, but
but you
not
also
like,
you can't be too rigid
no.
because like it's just not going to go as
Like
planned.
I don't post a
Almost
schedule or
never.
anything, or yeah, we're just like, hey, let's go
Like
to
a
the beach
loose
today, or we'll
schedule.
get out when we need to. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay,
Okay.
what
So your
about
turn.
beach day or pool day? Which one do you prefer?
Ah, that's so hard. I love the beach, but also it can be so much work just packing everything and
Yep.
getting everything ready and I
Uh-huh.
don't mind the sand. Like that's another thing. It's kind of like a pain, but it's not like it doesn't bother me too much. Um, I don't know. That is really hard with me. Because I just love the beach so much.
Mm.
But it is easier with the kids to do a pool day.
Okay, I 100% right there with you. I absolutely love the beach. So fun. I feel so like at home there. But for
Yes.
me, the first thought is, oh, the sand in the car, and then having to
Yeah.
shower everyone afterwards. Whereas the pool is like, I don't technically even have to give them a bath afterwards because they're
Right,
clean,
right.
right?
A bath in the pool.
So I love the beach, but I'm gonna go pool day on that one.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Okay. Did I just ask that question or did
No, it's
you?
your turn. Your turn.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay. Would you rather pack for a full family road trip or host a last minute backyard barbecue?
Oh, I mean, I love both. Like a road trip sounds
Mm.
fun. Um, I'm gonna say road trip only because our house is not huge and our backyard is not huge. So if we have like more than a family over, it feels very crowded. And then that means I have to clean my house and
And
pick
get
up
it ready.
toys,
And
like clean up the backyard because it's all dirty right now. So I'm
no.
gonna go road trip.
Yeah, yeah, you have me sold on the road trip. At first, I was thinking last minute backyard barbecue just because I don't love being in the car for that long.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're right. Like I'm not like a big um
Hostess with the mostest.
yeah, I like
Mm.
sometimes I wish that I was, but if I'm being honest with myself, I know I get so stressed out
Hmm.
when I have people over. So I really don't like I don't offer to have like holidays at my
Yeah.
house. Like
Yeah. Yeah. A few
like
people is fine. But what's
yeah.
the longest road trip you've ever taken with your kids?
Actually, to when my daughter Serena was literally 7 weeks old,
Oh
Rocco
my
was
God.
2, And Lucia was 4. We drove from Indiana to Boston, and it was supposed to be a 16-hour ride, and we drove all the way through. And
Oh
with
my
all like
God.
the stops, I think it ended up being like 18 hours or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
And I
I
was
was thinking like the furthest we've
breastfeeding.
gone is maybe 5 hours at the most, and that's
Oh
like
yeah.
all I
Yeah.
can handle. Oh my gosh. And a 7 week old.
She was 7 weeks, which actually
I
was
mean,
a
she probably slept
good
a
thing
lot.
because she slept. Yeah. So,
Hmm.
but I was like breastfeeding, frequently, which that was kind of weird to figure out because I'm like, didn't feel safe doing it.
Ugh.
But it was funny because like as she got older, there were plenty because she hated being in her car seat. So there were sometimes moms, don't judge me. But yeah, I would sit in the back seat while my husband was driving.
Mhm.
We have a minivan, which I never thought I would ever drive in my life, and I do. Proud minivan driver. The Chrysler Pacifica. Love it with the vacuum in the back. And then
Oh,
the seats in the
amazing.
back recline. It's so nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you're
anyway.
selling me. You're
Yes,
selling me.
I'm telling you. Plus the but for pickup and drop off, that button that opens the
Opens
doors
the
up
bed.
there.
Yes,
Oh my
heaven.
God.
Yep.
Yes. Get yourself a Chrysler Pacifica. Tell him Tanya sent you. Um, no, but yeah, so I would breastfeed her in the back while Chris was driving because and just so we didn't have to listen to like screaming, crying. Yes,
Yeah.
honey. Yes, you're being so good. Yep, we're almost done, hun. I will give me like 5 minutes. Can you give me 5 minutes? Yep, give me 5 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We
These
got
are
two
super
minutes.
fun questions, but let's share what you and I came up with that we're going to do to help moms this summer. So, what did we come up with?
Okay, so we are gonna have mom camp. And what it's going to be, it's basically like a virtual uh, summer survival support group for moms,
Yes.
right?
I like had this vision that I wanted to do something like I'm feeling this way about summer. I'm sure other moms are. I want to do
Yeah.
something so that one, we don't feel alone. We have some like connection and we can survive summer.
Yes.
So when we were talking about summer, I was like, let's do this. Let's put together a group of moms. It's mostly going to be sending out a newsletter with tips for a topic for the week, but we also are going to offer a little virtual hangout for any mom that can make
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
We'll have multiple throughout the summer, but just so moms can get together and just say, "Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind with all the sand in my car. How about you?"
Right. Yes. And like, I think two heads are better than one.
Hmm.
And it's just like, I don't know if anybody has heard of masterminds before, but it is just this idea of just sharing each other's struggles and problems, and you're able to come up with solutions so much easier
Hmm.
when you have more like other people's perspectives and like, hey, well,
Right.
I tried this and it worked. What and yeah, like I mean, you bring stuff up to me and I'm like, oh my God, I never thought of that
Well,
before.
just like your board game, like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, this game my kids love. Who wants to try this? Yes.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just like that idea and just like I feel like just being able to like vent and
Hmm.
also feel like you're seen and understood can just be so therapeutic. And it's
Yes.
different than getting on like Instagram or whatever social media platform you're on and like DMing somebody, liking. It's I mean, I know that we're not like physically together, but
Hmm.
also you are seeing each other. We will be seeing each other's faces and just like doing this back and forth and speaking to one another and just like
Yes.
being real. And also, my vision for this is like I want people to just show like me today, like just like with your hair
Kids are in the
messy,
background.
like
Who cares?
PJs, kids running in and out, like just like
Hmm.
totally casual and comfortable. Like come as you are. Like, let's just be real because I feel like there's so much out there that's so fake and I'm so over it and sick of
Right.
it. And like, that's not what real life is.
Right.
Let's just
Yeah.
be here for one another. And
Right. I think we've described like our meetings went to be like office hours. Like,
yeah,
like in college when you're like, oh, my professor has office hours. It's just a chance to like come in and just like talk. Not that we are the absolute experts on all this. Like when you
Right.
ask me like, "Oh, how do I handle screen time?" I'm like, "Well, this was my plan and it's not working." But like we're going to talk about things like what to do when your kids are bored and screen
Mhm.
time and oh my gosh, like how do I stop from yelling at my kids all day? Like these are
Yes.
all like summertime things that we're all dealing with that we want to just come together and talk about,
Mm-hmm.
bring to
Yep.
light. Yeah. Yay. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be so fun.
I know.
So let's see. I'm going to put a link in the show notes for anyone who wants to be part of this group. There's like zero commitment. We will send you emails with just weekly happenings. And then if anyone can join our, I think we thought maybe bi-weekly Zoom
Yeah.
meetings, anyone who can
Mhm.
join, like if you can't make it, that's fine. If your kids are screaming in the background, that is actually wanted so that we don't
Yes.
look like the only ones that are going
Like
crazy
mine.
at home. Like we want this just to be for other moms who are going to survive and thrive this
We
summer.
are gonna thrive. Yeah, we're gonna
Going to
do
thrive.
much more than survive. We're gonna
Because
thrive.
I mean, at first I was like, oh, our summer survival. And I'm like, I don't want it to be that like I have to survive the summer. I want it to be like we're
True.
thriving this summer, but part of it is
Yeah.
like
Like
it
we're
is,
creating memories and we're
yeah,
getting through it together.
yeah.
And yeah.
That'll be fun. Okay, so for anyone who wants to join, check the link. That will sign you up for the newsletters and let you know when our Zoom meetings are.
Yes. And it's all free.
It's all free. Yep. Just moms getting together and helping moms.
Yes, I love it.
So fun. Okay, well, I'll be seeing a lot of you this summer then. Yay.
Yes, I can't wait. I love this idea. Thank you
Okay,
for including me.
perfect.